It is January 14, 1990, when the rebels entered my hometown, started shooting and killing people, putting houses on fire. My parents were nowhere to be found. I jumped into the bush. I found myself between the border of Africa Coast and Liberia, where I was rescued and brought to the refugee camp. Lived in a refugee camp for 8 years and was fortunate to earn a scholarship to go to a college. Later on, I was resettled in Massachusetts. And I joined the community leadership program, seeing refugees coming from all over the world. As you may know, there has been 16,000 refugees being resettled in Massachusetts for the past 8 years. 28% of those people are African, coming with incomplete education or without education at all. Some of them come with family loss and trauma with violence from those countries. Language barriers, some of them because of coming from those French-speaking countries, they are not able to translate or to even speak English. Family without stability, high school dropout rates among public school students grown up high in the Worcester Public School. High school student-teacher ratio to English language learner very high. Just imagine joining the leadership program, seeing a kid been laid from a refugee camp, born there, never been to school, having sat in the classroom to take pen or use pen and pencil, now been placed in the 10th grade because of her age. And this was a very, very challenging situation in a Worcester Public School. This is where I came in, and ACEs were born, the African Community Educational Program, to close the gaps in those children's education and also to give hope to those children and their parents. Today, we put in place a Saturday academic support that bringing children on a Saturday basis to learn English and math and science. A 4-day Saturday school. Also, we put in place an after-school program to help them cope with their homework and to help them with all their essays and other activities from school. We also help them with social emotional support by bringing mentors. Because of those violence in those countries, some of them come with trauma. We also bring in school adjustment counselors to work with those kids to make sure that they work and to ease their behavior. As you can see, we also don't want to leave the parents out. We try to engage the parents because it is important that they play part in their children's education by establishing an outreach department to reach those parents so that they can navigate the services and navigate the system in the community and statewide. We also open an ELL program so that parents will be able to learn English and advocate for themselves and their family in the next few years to come. Never let the other children to fall aside. We also bring the preschoolers to, while their parents are learning English, we'll get a play group so they can learn English also from the refugee camp. Today, most of those children were born in a refugee camp, never experienced their culture. So we established and we put in place African drumming and African dance so that they can taste their culture and so they can also experience what has happened in their original country. For this reason, they are so happy to come and celebrate every Saturday in a Saturday program. We also put in place a leadership workforce development, prepare them for the future, and also to build a job readiness program, and also for college preparation. As we speak, we do put in place a team of people to track those kids that graduate from high school to go to college. As you can see, family stability, high school graduation, and higher education and job readiness. We see that for the past years, since this organization was founded, we see those kids that started with us are graduated and gone on to college. Some of them are earning their bachelor degree and coming back to give back to the community as a mentor, as a volunteers, and as a support staff to the organization and to the community. For the impact, for the past years, we have served over 450 youth receiving services and graduating from school, from high school on to college. We also experienced and seen the impact of the program, seeing 98% high school graduation rate since our program was funded. Those children that stay with us until they graduate from high school are able to go to college because of our track record and our assigning those mentors and college readiness program in the organization. So we got 90% of those kids going on to college. As we speak, this year, we experienced that about 15 to 16 of those young people that are graduated from high school earning their bachelor and associate degree. And I know with next year coming, we will get more volunteers because they are due to come back to give to their community. We also serve 225 youth receive after-school services with 250 receiving our cultural programming. So many years, we see the parents. We have served the estimated number of 1,200 receiving our services to navigate other services within the community and also to speak on behalf of their children and themselves. As we envision for the next 2 years, I would like to ask you to invest $1.3 million into this program so that we can bring those other children that are on the waiting list. With your investment tonight, we will increase our Saturday program to 150 young people coming to our Saturday school to do math, science, and English. We will also increase our after-school program by 110 so that they can receive those services to be competitive to their peers at the public school. We will also increase our cultural programming so that those youth that miss their culture back home because of civil crisis in their country, and they are innocent, they are not to be blamed. But because of those leaders, those children miss their culture. So we want to impact those education into those children's lives. And we also want to increase the family services by 375, bringing 375 family members into the program for services. With that being said, we also want to empower them to access public transportation because parents, 95% of those parents are low income. They do not have transportation. So your investment tonight will make us to buy bus passes so that they will be able to access transportation to get to the program. Also, we ask for staff capacity and growth in the organization. With your investment, we will implement a new program evaluation system. We will increase the number of staff for operation and fundraising so that this program can maintain itself and bring more services into the community and the state. As I stand before you tonight, I stand here as a refugee, I stand here as an immigrant. I cannot make it alone. With your help, we can make a difference. There is a foster child that is sitting home tonight. Parents were killed, don't know where to go. But it is because of you, he or she will have a better future. So your investment tonight will help us to push those kids to get a better education and better future. I want to thank you tonight for helping us build the next generation of leaders. Thank you so much, and thank you for listening to me.